It's Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Today is May the 9th. Look at that. Look how nice that sky is. It's it's May the 9th, 2021, Mother's Day. So if you're a mom, happy Mother's Day. It's about, I don't know, 84 degrees. There's a lot of wind. It's very, very nice. Very pleased. You know, I don't like the cold weather. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace both the blade belt and the hydro belt on your Wright 36i. Now this probably will be very similar for all the Wright standards. There may be a little bit of difference, but this will give you a little bit of prep, I should say, because you're going to need it to do this job. So I had already shot the video on replacing the blade belt, and I used my other camera, and because there's so little room in there, I couldn't. It would have been the worst video I ever did. So I'm going to do it over because I have to take the blade belt off to do the hydro belt. So let me show you what the blade belt looked like. Got my magnetic mount here. All right, so this was at 384 hours. I'm going to turn this belt basically inside out so you can see how close it was to snapping. Now this is field replaceable, meaning that you shouldn't have any trouble doing this other than burning your arm on the muffler like I did several times. This is the original factory belt. And oh boy, now I can't get this magnetic mount off. Okay. So I replaced it with the factory Wright belt. I've already got the covers off. I've got this up on blocks because I wanted to show you guys the hydro belt, and it's very hard to do. You get a diagram on your Wright. So the best thing to do is to take a Sharpie. This is if you haven't broke your belt yet. Is to take a Sharpie and just put some enter and exit points on the pulley itself. I made X's here where the belt touches the pulley initially, because yeah, if you've never done this before, it can, even with the diagram, it can be a little bit confusing. But I did that on each of the pulleys. Okay, that pulley this is the idler pulley right here, and this is the other blade pulley, and then of course it goes back up under there for the pulley that's on the engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to pretend like this blade or this belt is needing to be replaced because we have to disconnect this, and I'm going to show you why. Let me go ahead and get underneath the mower. Now I have this securely on blocks, and this is going to be the best I'm going to be able to do for you up under here because I can't hardly even get my arms in here. But there is the this is the pulley right here. This is the blade belt, and you can see it goes around like that. This is the idler pulley for the hydro drive belt. Okay, so you do not need to remove this. I've seen a lot of videos where people took this bracket and just disconnected this electrical connection. You do not need to do that. As you see, the belt goes on the outside of it. You just need to remove this belt. Just relieve the tension and drop it off here. But I'm going to take this belt off and show you the trick to getting this on, so you'll know how to do that. But let me get out from under the mower here and show you what the hydro belt looks like. It looks like an automotive belt. It's really a lot smaller than the blade belt. This belt is more flexible, so I don't think there's anything wrong with my belt. If I run my fingers along here, I don't feel any problems at all on it. But I want to go ahead and change it because while the blade belt will not leave you stranded, this will. If this breaks, you have no hydro drive. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you how to relieve the tension on the blade belt, and then we will go ahead and take this off this pulley right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this belt first. All right, so the first thing you want to do that helps is to put the deck down as far as you can get it. It just gives you a little more room this way between the frame. And I'm going to take a 1/2 inch extension, and if you'll just turn it, oops, see how this takes the tension off here? So I'm just going to pop the tension off of this. All right, so I'm going to just leave that right there for now. I'm going to go underneath the mower, and we're going to take the blade belt off of the pulley itself. Okay, so now I can just slide this off just like that. Okay, that's all. If you were just doing the hydro belt, this is all you need to do. Okay, I'm just going to push that out like that. All right. Now, let me see if I can find a good place to mount this GoPro, and you can just watch me work. So I'll be able to take this and push this on the top side. All right, so hopefully, let me adjust this. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Whoops. So I've got the belt. All right, so the tension's off there, so I can take this pipe off for now. So the belt's gonna come out the top of this pulley right here. Okay. Now that it's extremely tight fit here, all right. So now the belt is off, right? So I'll slide it over the top here, around here, and slide it. Let me take this off. Can slide it right out of the back of the mower. Now it looks near perfect, but that's all right. I'll keep it as a spare. Okay. Before we do anything else, we want to make sure that the two belts are the exact same size. Just do the mower like this. We'll put it around and do the exact reverse of what we just did. Slide the belt in from the back. All right. I'm going to put it up at the very top. Well, I'm going to put it around these two pulleys first, which you can see me doing. You can do that from here. All right, so it's the way it's supposed to go. Now, let me put this camera back under here, and you guys got to see this. So we got it around both of the hydro pulleys, and I don't have it around the top pulley yet. So we have to, remember, we have to get this shoved in up under the idler pulley. So I'm going to pinch this like I did before, and just take it off this pulley here. So I've got plenty of slack. All right, so I don't think there's any good trick to do this other than just working it in there like this. Now I'm going to manipulate this a little bit, and as I'm moving this, I'm also, as I pinch this belt, I'm pushing it through. There we go. All right. Did it go all the way? Sure did. All right. So now let me get it on the other side of this bolt. So it's a lot easier to take the new belt than put it on there for sure. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I've got tension on the pulley. I'm putting it around the hydro drive. I've got this way up there. There we go. All right, everything looks good. All right, onto the blade belt. All right, so before we do the blade belt, let's do a test run. So I got it around there, and I'll show you what it looks like underneath when it's all in there. And then I want to put it around the blade on this side. All right, and that's around the blade on this side. I'm coming around. So what I'm going to have to do is you got to loop it like this, okay? Once you have it around the engine and both blades, all right, here's what happens. I've got it around the engine pulley. I went around and put it around one blade. I've got it around this blade right here. And the only thing left is this idler pulley, tensioner pulley. So what you want to do is you want to try to drop this down here as you're squeezing. Okay, drop it down here first on this side. Yep, work it around there just like that. And then there. There. Okay. So I hope the camera picked that up. I would just go ahead and, you know, do both of them. So anyway, guys, this one's frustrating, but I have no idea how much your dealer charges to do it. It's not that hard to do. You just got to do it in the right steps. So anyway, I'm hungry. I got to go get some food, and I got dirt in my contacts now. So with that being said, thank you for watching my video. I will, well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't show you the blade belt working. Hold on.